calisthenics translates to weightlifting and weightlifting does not translate to calisthenics. Let me explain to you how calisthenics drastically improved my weightlifting. For reference, I'm around 6'2". I was around 160 when I started getting into fitness, and I did weightlifting for about 3 to 4 years prior for me getting into calisthenics. At the end of my 3 to 4 year weightlifting reign, I was already around 195 pounds. I could bench press 225 for around 5 reps for 4 sets, and I could squat around 315. The first thing that calisthenics taught me was how to recruit my muscles as an entire unit, using my entire body as a weapon and structure to lift the weight instead of just relying solely on the muscle I was working. For instance, I learned how to brace my lower body. It's really something that handstands taught me. You know, you fall out of a handstand when you brace your upper body, but you lose focus on your lower body, and that gives you that banana back appearance. I translated this to weightlifting. If I'm lifting something with my upper body, like dumbbell press, I'm going to learn how to brace my lower body and lower back while utilizing what I am as leverage. This translates into number 2. Calisthenics greatly exposed my weaknesses that I did not discover during weightlifting. I had weakness in my shoulders, my wrists, my hips, my ankles. Really, my entire joint range of motion was compromised, and I learned that I was a lot weaker than I previously thought. I was aware of these accessory muscles and how they contributed to a stronger lifting maximum. I mean, think about it. If all I ever did was squat and I never focused on my ankles or my hips, then I wouldn't have a substantial squat that I do today. And it's the same thing for bench press. If all I ever did was focus on the chest filling and neglected my shoulders, my wrist, my elbows, then I would not get very far. And calisthenics taught me to look at these accessory muscles that I was previously neglecting. The third way that calisthenics improved my weightlifting is learning how to use my core. Most people do not realize the stronger core you have, the more you can conquer larger weights. My core gave me the stability to hold larger weight maximums and to stabilize larger maximums. And I built this strong core through my calisthenic workouts, doing things like the handstand, frog stand, pike push-up. Even the most basic calisthenic exercises helped utilize my core. And it's because it's impossible to isolate with doing calisthenic movements. You have to utilize your whole body. If I'm doing a pike push-up or a handstand push-up, sure, I'm pushing and I'm using the upper half of my body, but if I don't stabilize, like I said before, I'm going to lose focus and I'm not going to be able to hit the exercise with strict form. These are just some things that I noticed while I started my calisthenics journey, and now that I'm 3 years plus in, I can safely say that it's definitely improved my weightlifting. Now, this is not to say that weightlifting can't help you achieve the same result. In fact, I think it is equally comparable. It will require a different training method and something more focused on stability for you to achieve the same result that calisthenics gives to everything that it offers. And last but not least, the thing about calisthenics is that weightlifting does not translate to it. It didn't matter that I bench pressed 225 or squatted 315. The fact of the matter is that movement is not going to teach me how to hold a handstand. And even holding a shoulder press is not going to teach me how to hold a handstand. There's no feeling to replicate being upside down or being inverted like most of calisthenic maneuvers. The breathing's different, the feeling's different, and your body feels different. The only sure way to know how to do calisthenics is to start doing calisthenics. I hope you guys appreciate this video. I do have an app that offers 40+ programs for building strength, learning skills, or building flexibility or joint mobility. You can get it all at the TRYBE app. Just go to trybe.do/STRIQfit or go to STRIQfit.com and you'll be able to access that. There's programs that are always on there for free, but there's also some ones that go more in depth and give you a series of what to follow.